Can you come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks? And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to? Why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a
Dubai was turned from a desert backwater into one of the world's most futuristic cities in less than 50 years. Where is Dubai located? In the eastern part of the Arabian Peninsula, on the coast of the Persian Gulf. The city is growing so fast, I was actually visiting it back in 1995 with my dad, and when I came here for the second time, I couldn't recognize anything. My first impression was that the city is just so overwhelming. Different parts of the city are just so spread out, and it's not clear how to get from one place to another. First of all, let's point out some cultural aspects. Although Dubai is the most liberal of the 7 Emirates, it is still an Arab emirate, and much of its culture is influenced by Islam. Criticizing the royal family, local laws, or the country in general will probably get you in trouble. Drinking in public or just being intoxicated in public is also against the law. When visiting public places, you gotta follow a certain dress code. Make sure you cover your shoulders and knees. Also, no kissing or hugging in public. You will hear a call to the prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are, outside, in a mall, or at a business meeting. Filming people is basically illegal. You gotta ask for their permission first. Coffee good? The population of the city is 3.3 million people, and every year it increases by 170,000 people. You might be surprised, but the local, or Emirati, only make up about 1% of the population. Luxury one must be the case. Cultural aspects. Although Dubai is the most liberal of the 7 Emirates, it is still an Arab emirate, and much of its culture is influenced by Islam. Criticizing the royal family, local laws, or the country in general will probably get you in trouble. Drinking in public or just being intoxicated in public is also against the law. When visiting public places, you gotta follow a certain dress code. Make sure you cover your shoulders and knees. Also, no kissing or hugging in public. You will hear a call to prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are. Nice to meet you. Yeah. They don't live in fancy neighborhoods. Rather, they live in communities such as this one. They can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here to make some money and send it back to their home country. I want to mention this guy. He's from Egypt. He saw us on the subway trying to figure out how to get to a certain place, and he came to our rescue. He took us all the way to the destination and then even stopped to buy us some cold drinks, which was very nice.
That's why I use Monday.com. My team uses it to manage projects, sales, recruitment, everything. Who the hell are you? I'm you. 1 minute into the future. What happened to you? Check this out. You put everything your team is working on here, who's responsible for what, and track where it all stands here. And whilst your team gets
None of those people had than because citizenship is almost impossible to obtain. Even if you're born here, it doesn't change anything unless one of your parents is an Emirati. Just imagine a situation, say a young couple that comes from Egypt comes to live and work in Dubai. They give birth to a child who grows up, gets their education here, gets a job afterwards, and continues living in Dubai, thinking that Dubai is their home. Then that person's working visa is not extended for whatever reason, and they're told, go home. Go home where, they ask. Go home to Egypt, where that person had never been in their lifetime. In Dubai, the number of men exceeds that of women by more than double. There's about 2.5 males for every female. Today, less than 5% of the Emirates' revenue comes from oil. Instead, the economy relies on trade, tourism, aviation, financial services, and real estate. Tourism is doing well. Dubai is the 4th most visited city in the world. The city had 15 million overnight visitors in 2016. But the real estate situation is another story. Those who want to invest in Dubai have to keep an eye on the market. Several years ago, Dubai already found itself in a difficult situation when it needed a $20 billion bailout from its oil-rich neighbor, Abu Dhabi, to escape a debt crisis caused by collapsing property prices. Since 2014, residential property prices have dropped by more than 15% and are still falling. The housing market remains oversupplied, and looking at all the ongoing projects, I get a feeling that it might stay this way for a while. At the same time, they're expecting the city population to double by 2027. Everyone's betting on Expo 2020 to turn things around, for which Dubai is ready to spend $8 billion on infrastructure. Dubai has always been an attractive place to run a business for yet another reason: zero taxes.
Cover your shoulders, no kissing or hugging. We'll hear culture.
At a rate of 5%. Not too bad, but it's not zero anymore.
Prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are.
Nice to meet you. Summer days can be as hot as
They don't live in fancy neighborhoods. Rather, they live in communities such as this one. They can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here
to said that in the summertime it's hotter here than it is in Egypt.
This one, they can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here
Said that in the summertime it's hotter here